Hello everyone. I thought since the indicator, the Quasar strategy indicator is back online on TradingView, it got ghosted after a couple of months, I had to provide a more detailed description what the indicator does. So there is a very detailed description now on TradingView page where you could read further into how I came up with it. But still, since I get similar questions all the time that I therefore probably didn't really answer in the two previous videos, I will go more or less quickly about how to use that indicator. So since most, if not all, people who find their way to that indicator are coming from Goldbach, one question that comes up is which PO3 range is it, or what do those levels mean? Are those FVG levels, LV levels, and so on? And even though it's based on Goldbach, the idea with the whole indicator was to just provide 1 day ahead levels where you can probably see swing highs or swing lows. Therefore you have possible targets and points where you could take profit. And that's how you should use it, combined with your trading strategy. And also you could add dynamic Goldbach range or Hobbes indicator or whatever. And if you followed me on X, you could see that day in, day out, those levels are just not random. They come with a high precision. And if you're looking for that, that's not the case. They don't tell you the high or the low of the day. Often what you will see on regular days is that price moves from, let's call it a shelf, to another. So you get like often two shelves moves. But also already the distance between here and here is 120 handles, so more than enough to be happy and be done for the day. Maybe just quick in regards of the other lines. That solid line, that's the fixed price from 4 p.m. So the indicator gives you the levels 1 day ahead till the next day 4 p.m. Those are like, as you can see right now, those are like make or break it levels where price might reject. And what we not often see is going beyond this range. That's why they have a different color. That one is yellow. Probably can't really see it. Now, how to use it? Each shelf comes with a small white line. That's the sweet spot. And since NQ does move a lot, there is a little add-on of, 10-15 handles on both sides. And this little area, that's the stop run region. Okay, that's you will often see. Also, the latest indicator, those levels, those distance, they are dynamic. So if you have a big price move, the next day those will be slightly different. That's important for you to know. You can't just plot those levels on your chart and think they stay relevant. They're getting bigger and smaller based on the price. Let's see how you could have used the Quasar strategy levels today, and that's what also I get asked, on which time frame you should use them, because these days I only use the expanded range. There are several ranges you can choose from, and it's not like if you use the expanded range that you need to per se use a higher time frame. It's not like if you're going on a higher Goldbach range where it makes sense to go on a higher time frame. You don't have to switch this up here, and that was the whole idea for me personally, to have something that works but is pretty straightforward and simple. But still, it makes a difference on which time frame you are. I personally like to use the 3-1, now also the 9-1 and so on, and you will see, and that's maybe here a little tip. Now on the 5-minute one, the bodies do really nicely respect that white line to the tick. So, while maybe on the 1 minute we go slightly above, but still to the tick respect that zone, right? But it's a chop. That's also nice to see that we stay within that zone, and as soon we are really going below, price drops. Also that one I wasn't able to trade, but if I would have, I would usually take profits at the beginning of the zone, and today someone sent me a screenshot how this helped to get out of the trade, because there was Asian and London low around here, maybe here, which didn't get taken, and so otherwise he maybe would have missed it. Sorry, it was a she would have missed it anyway. And if you go on the 15-minute, then you would have seen here, for example, the bodies really do nicely respect that, and this gives you just that's probably what I want to say. If you go on a higher time frame and you see the bodies don't close above, that's just another confluence that you might want to look for, in this example, for a short. And also here you see the bodies didn't close below on that dotted line. Here they did. Of course you have to take other PDRAs into consideration then. And price went up, and now as you can see, maybe the last one bit. So here we were around the opening, price went up, did reject. And now what would I do? Now I would go through time frames. First of all, my favorite one then. So we stayed within that zone, and if I would be looking for an entry, what was it? Yeah, probably, you see, as well as here, we went outside the zone, and that would have been my confirmation with that inverse fair value gap. I would have entered here, and then you get that nice move all the way down to your first target. Then price went back up, and as we just saw, as soon as price left that shelf, it really dropped, went all the way down, went up to that line, and I mean, wow. Still amazed. And now about maybe that for some reason it doesn't work on the 9-minute. I forgot to add that. But you see here, that's what I meant with the stop run level. Price went down, pushed back up, and bodies closed around that sweet spot. Then went here, also went above, but closed underneath, and yes, they would look different on the 1 minute. Let's see. So yes, that's where the, I guess that's the Asian and stuff lows. So it's, let's go back to that one. So it did stop around those outside. So that also might help you if you're wondering how much price might push through before maybe returning a reversal. That I would probably, if I would go on here, leave around until here, since I wouldn't have for today expected a one-way clear direction. But now it's looking actually good to get those two shelves as often days. Let's see. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. What the indicator does. Oftentimes, don't know if I already mentioned that, you will get fair value gaps, order blocks around those levels, which could then be your entries. And of course, what you see depends highly on which time frame you are. Yep. So with any trading concept style indicator, if you're gonna use it on a daily basis, you will see that it works more often than not. It's not always picture perfect, but just today, I mean, it was a live example how price inspected those levels, and I think that's a perfect additional element for deciding whether you want to take a trade or not, and also get you an idea of the possible targets. And yeah, lovely how the 3-minute bodies just respected that and price went down onto that line. And of course, this alone to here would be another 100 handle, and you should be done. All right, if you have any questions, drop me on the Discord or on X question. Not so much on in TradingView. I don't see them that quick. All right, bye-bye.